everybody. We are back with the Uncoachables, the 5 red flags every coach should know. And we are now on number four of the 5 types of people that are not coachable. This one is called the outsourcer. This is the client that shows up and they really want you to give them the strategy, give them the tools. What should they do? How should they do it? When should they do it? There's really no self-discovery with this client. Or ownership. They just want the tools, the steps, the strategies, and that's it. They don't want to think anything through. So, what's coming to mind for you as I say this type of client?
I'm not ChatGPT. That's what comes to mind for me for this. If if you just want all the advice, pop it into AI,
Yeah.
which is where a lot of coaching, particularly transactional coaching, is going. So, you know what? Have fun. It's not the work that I'm here to do. It's not the work that most coaches that I know are here to do. Let it go where it goes.
So, you're in a session, you didn't realize that this client is the outsourcer. What do you do with the what should I do question that they're coming at you with?
My go-to is always, what do you think you should do? Or it would be, what would you tell somebody else who's going through exactly the same thing, and get a little bit of the Solomon's paradox phenomena going? They know what to do. They're saying they don't. But if somebody else came to them with exactly the same idea or the problem, they would have a solution for that person. But they're disavowing their own ownership and authority of their own life, saying, I don't know. Now, with that, when it comes to how to do something, there is the possibility they truly do not know the process. As a how to do it, that's researchable. The other I don't knows of asking us, so tell me about your dream. What do you want life to be? Oh, I don't know. Yes, they do. They're afraid to say it. They wouldn't be here in the conversation if they didn't have an idea of the goal. They're just, for some reason, not there. Or they're taking a moment and buying a pause in the I don't know of, they're not used to looking inside. So they're just buying time by saying, I don't know. But if all they want is advice, that's not our role. There's times when we can play and we can collaborate, we can offer ideas, not
Yeah,
advice.
and let's talk about that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What is the fine line between the suggesting and the advising? Because this comes up in, I think, with all coaches.
On a hard line, advising would be, I think you should. Boom, 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 boom. In collaborating, it's like, I have an idea. Can I share it? Boom, 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 boom. And maybe asking, what would happen or what comes up for you if I offer this idea? What's that do for you? So it's, we have a perspective, we have something, we share it as a collaborative, and then ask back, what's that do for you, or what does it open up? And that's different than what everybody else does of, you should just go do XYZ, you should get over it already. That's coming from a more authoritarian prospect that we have all the answers and we know what's right for them, when half the people on the planet don't even know what's right for themselves.
Well said. And so this brings me to you're in the session. They're the outsourcer. That's what they're showing up as. That's really all they want. Could this be a good time to maybe reset the expectations around the coaching agreement? And if that's true, it sounds like you're nodding your head. I see it. What would that look like? To then find out, is this outsourcer going to be different, or do we really need to truly move our ways, part ways?
Yeah, I can hear the gravel rolling around in there when I nod my head too. um, yeah, if they're coming in only looking for advice, it would be time to pull back into the revisit the definition of coaching. And what this work is about is, I'm not here to provide you answers. I'm here to awaken you to your potential possibility and the answers that you already have inside of you that you're not connected to, which is core competency number 2 for those ICF associated coaches out there. Be a coach. And then maybe there's a way that we can collaborate together. But ultimately, what's coming up for me right now is the idea of, there will always be another problem. And what is that person going to do the next time there's a problem if all they have ever learned to do is ask somebody else for advice? And it just turns into this ongoing quest of ideas from others. Whereas if we as coaches can help them connect to their own problem solving ability and their own inner wisdom that's really true and aligned to them, it doesn't matter what the next problem is because they will have understood through solving one problem that they have the well of resources to solve another. They might need to brainstorm it, but they will ultimately come to their own ownership of the solution.
Yeah, and so what I'm thinking right now is, the client's the outsourcer, you've reestablished the agreement, you've really tried to share what your part is in it, which is not to be a consultant or advisor, but to be a partner in helping them brainstorm and define their solutions. And so they say, no, I want somebody to tell me exactly what to do and the strategy. How do you walk away from that gracefully?
Okay, there's a million people out there. Go find them on Google. I'm not here to help you with that. That's not my role here.
Yeah, great. Wow, thank you. So there
Yeah.
you have it, everybody. Number four of the uncoachable is the outsourcer. And again, we can always dive in and see if they're willing to explore other ways. But our job is not to be forced into giving them strategy and advice. We hope you learned from this one, and we hope that you can spot an outsourcer much quicker than you were able to before. And we hope to see you in our last and final series coming up soon.
See you in a few.